I'm Kyle, welcome to Caltech. Today's project we're going to use Arduino UNO, which is a brain soil moisture sensor which senses the soil moisture, and LED with a resistor. To start the project, put the brain that we are going to use, which is the Arduino UNO. We are also going to use two LEDs, one red and one will be green. Now the red one will show that the plant needs water, and the red one will show that the plant has enough water, so like the soil moisture content is enough. Then we are going to look for soil moisture sensor. That one there, that is the one we are going to use. So to start off, we connect, let's start with the LEDs. So we'll also use a resistor for the LEDs. Remember, the resistor will reduce the amount of voltage reaching the LED so that they don't burst. So you connect a resistor and a resistor there. Then the cathode leg will go to GND, so we'll connect that to GND to start off. Then the other one will also connect it to GND. We'll use just the same GND, that one. For the terminal with a resistor, the first one we will connect to digital pin, let's use digital pin 7. Then that is the red LED, digital pin 7. Then the green LED, we will use digital pin 6. Let's use digital pin 6. So let me change the color to remember. Yeah, the green will remain green. The red one we can change to red so that you can know easily. For the soil moisture sensor, power will connect to 5 voltage. So let's take power to 5V. Then you change, let's the color remain red. Then ground, which is GND, you'll also connect it to GND. Then let's change the color to green, arrange it nicely with that. Then the signal, we will connect the signal to analog A or 0, analog 0 there, and we'll change the color to, let's use pink to remember. So that is the basic connection. So remember, the red LED will turn on when plant needs water or the soil content moisture is low. Green will show that the soil moisture content is enough or high. Let's go to code. So let's solve. The first problem we have is that we need to know the measurements of the soil moisture sensor. So the first thing we'll do, we'll create a variable called soil underscore sensor. Just call it soil underscore sensor. Press OK. After you have created it, we will start by saying we will set the soil sensor to read analog AO. Remember, it's connected to analog AO. This one here is the one that we are going to read. Then the other one is, because we can't know the measurement, we need to know the measurement that the soil moisture is taking in. So you go to output and print to serial monitor. The serial monitor is this one here. We want the measurements printed here. Print to serial monitor the soil sensor on a new line. So we'll see it here. So let's try, press start simulation. So when it starts, it's at 0, and when you move up, you can see the numbers moving. So at 0, closer to anything below 100, it means that the plant requires water or the soil moisture content is low. Anything above there, it means that the soil moisture content is a bit high or enough. So that is the first thing. So the other thing is to go to the measurements, how to control all of it. So you go to control. In control, you'll pick if then else, which is a condition. The condition is if this happens, then the other one will also happen, or if this doesn't happen, the other one will happen. So if then else is a condition. So go to math and pick that second block. So the condition is that in output, in variable, if the soil moisture or the soil sensor says that this measurement is below 100, what is supposed to happen? We will set this pin to high. Which pin? The red one. The red one is connected to 7. So 7 will be high, meaning it will be on. So 7 will turn on if the soil content or moisture is below 100, and also the green one will be off. So the green one is 6. So green LED will be off, which is low. And we do the same for else. So else means that if the soil moisture content is above 100, the green LED, which is number 6 on pin 6, will turn on, and the red LED, which is in number 7, will turn off or low. So let's start simulation and see. There you go, the red LED is on. As you can see, it's on. Why is it on? When you go there, you see it's below, let's see the measurement. It's at 0, so 0 is below 100, so the red one will be on. So you can click there and move up. Also 3 is below, it's supposed to be red on. So when you move more, green turns on. As you can see, green turns on because it's above 100. 823 is above 100, even 500 is above 100 and it's still on. So when you go below, red LED turns on. When you go above, the green LED turns on. And that's how to use a soil moisture sensor.